What if your nightmares weren't trying to scare you, but to heal you? Every night, your brain replays fragments of emotion you didn't finish processing while awake. That's why anxiety often turns into restless dreams, and dreams into long nights of fear. But what if you could guide that process? What if in just 2 minutes before sleep, you could teach your brain to turn fear into calm? This isn't magic or hypnosis, it's neuroscience. Through targeted memory reactivation and imagery rescripting, scientists have discovered a way to reprogram emotional memories during REM sleep. It's like speaking the brain's native language, not to erase your emotions, but to rewrite how they feel. So why do some dreams repeat the same fear again and again? Why does anxiety follow you into the night, even when you're exhausted? Stay with me until the end, because you're about to learn a 2-minute ritual that trains your brain to release fear, calm anxiety, and finally rest in peace while you sleep. Have you ever wondered why the mind chooses the night to remember what we tried to forget? When the lights go out, the noise of the day fades, and all that's left is what we carry inside. For many, that silence becomes the loudest sound of all. The body lies still, but the mind begins to wander through the places we avoid while awake. Nightmares aren't random. They are the language your subconscious uses when it's trying to speak. Each image, each chase, each fall, it's your inner world asking to be seen. But when fear becomes the only interpreter, the message gets lost. The dream turns into a battle. The bed becomes a battlefield. Philosophers and mystics have been trying to understand this for centuries. The Buddha taught that the mind, when left untrained, creates suffering even in rest. Seneca said that tranquility comes when thought is tamed before sleep. And Jung believed that dreams are the voice of the unconscious, a way for the self to heal by showing us what we refuse to face. But we were never taught how to listen. We wake from a nightmare, heart racing, and immediately try to forget it, not realizing that by doing so, we trap the emotion inside us again. The cycle repeats. The fear returns. The body rests, but the soul doesn't. Think about it, we clean our homes before guests arrive. We wash our hands before eating, but how often do we clean our minds before sleeping? The world teaches us to prepare for work, for meetings, for performance, but never for rest. Yet rest is the foundation of everything. Maybe the point of the nightmare was never to scare you, but to show you where the healing needs to happen. Maybe your anxiety isn't an enemy, but an unfinished conversation between your body and your mind. There's a way to listen without fear, a way to guide your dreams gently, to turn that inner chaos into calm. It doesn't take hours of meditation or years of therapy. It begins in 2 quiet minutes before sleep. Because if your dreams are messages, then the ritual you'll learn next is how you finally write back. What if the reason your nightmares feel so real is because, to your brain, they are? Every night, when you enter REM sleep, your brain activates the same regions used for emotion, memory, and imagination. It's like a movie theater inside your head, one where your nervous system tries to replay emotional experiences until they make sense. That's how your mind processes stress. But when emotions are too intense or unresolved, those movies become distorted, looping scenes of fear and helplessness. That's what we call nightmares. Dr. Rosalind Cartwright found that dreams act as an emotional thermostat. When that system is overloaded by anxiety, it can't regulate properly, so your brain keeps replaying distressing imagery, trying to neutralize the emotion. It's not punishment, it's repair. Your mind is doing its best to heal you with the only language it knows, imagery. But here's where modern neuroscience takes it further. Targeted memory reactivation, or TMR, uses gentle cues, like sound or visualization, to remind the brain of specific emotional memories before sleep. When you focus on a peaceful image right before bed, your brain tags that image with safety. During REM sleep, it naturally reactivates the memory, but this time the context is calm. It's like replacing the soundtrack of fear with one of peace. Add to that imagery rescripting, a method where you briefly visualize the ending of a recurring nightmare, but change its outcome. You don't fight the dream, you rewrite it. The brain doesn't distinguish much between imagined and real experience, so this new version becomes part of your emotional memory. Over time, the old loop dissolves and anxiety softens. Dr. Tor Nielsen calls this the emotional update mechanism, proof that the subconscious can learn safety, even in sleep. Every repetition of this gentle ritual strengthens neural pathways of calm, teaching your amygdala that the threat has passed. You don't need a lab or complex devices to do this. You just need 2 minutes of intention before you close your eyes. Because what you imagine before sleep is the seed of what your brain rehearses all night. And if you plant peace, peace is what grows. Stay with me, because next you'll learn exactly how to perform this 2-minute ritual and feel your mind begin to rest in safety again. So now you know your brain ISN to your enemy at night, it as your mirror. Every dream, every flicker of fear, every restless awakening was never meant to punish you. It was your mind trying to finish a story you didn't know how to end. But tonight, that story can change. Before we begin, remember this: healing doesn't require force. It only needs permission. The 2 minutes you're about to spend are not just a ritual, they read an invitation for your nervous system to rest, to reprogram itself through calm, not control. Let's start. Find a quiet place, sit or lie down comfortably. Turn your phone face down, the world can wait. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds. And exhale softly through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine that every inhale gathers scattered pieces of your attention, and every exhale releases the weight of the day. Now, bring to mind the dream or emotion that has been repeating, the image that wakes you up, the feeling that lingers. See it for just a moment, and instead of running from it, soften around it. Imagine you could surround that image with a gentle golden light. Let that light expand, wrapping it in safety. You're not erasing the memory, you're rewriting its meaning. Next, choose a single image of peace. It could be a place you love, a memory of being held, or even a soft color that makes you feel safe. Hold that image gently in your mind. Whisper to yourself, "This is how peace feels." Repeat it once more. What you're doing right now is targeted memory reactivation. You're linking calm to your emotional memory, giving your brain a new reference for safety. Now, take one last slow breath and imagine yourself falling asleep while that image stays with you. A quiet reminder that your mind knows the way home. When you wake tomorrow, you might not remember every detail, but something will have shifted. The dreams will feel softer, the fear less sharp. Over the next 7 nights, your brain will continue this quiet work, updating, relearning, healing. This is imagery rescripting in its simplest form, not control over dreams, but partnership with them. The subconscious learns through repetition, through feeling. So each night, repeat this ritual, not as a task, but as a gift to yourself. Imagine this: a week from now, you lie in bed and notice something different. The tension in your chest is lighter. You close your eyes, and instead of bracing for the dark, you feel curiosity. Your dreams become places of exploration again, not fear, but freedom. That's what happens when the brain remembers safety. And as you practice, you'll realize that peace was never missing. It was waiting underneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the night itself. If this ritual helped you feel calmer or dream softer, tell me in the comments what changed for you. And if you want to keep learning how to reprogram your mind through sleep, emotion, and awareness, subscribe to Echoes of Light, where each video helps you remember what your brain, your heart, and your soul were always designed to do: to rest, to heal, and to wake in peace.